Hello everyone, hope you're all having a wonderful day. Keegan from the Poke2 here, and today guys we're going to be going over my Brr-Zerker and SpellShot build. As you guys would have seen at the start, yes, I know I'm using pixies, okay? I'm going to show you that this build can basically just work with nearly anything anyway, so do not worry about it. I just use the effing pixies because it melts the boss, okay? It's good for the clips, good for the clips, guys. So let's just not muck around. We're going to jump straight into it. So let's go into the inventory first. I usually do skills first. I'm going to try it the other way around. We're going to do the weapons first. Of course, yes, I have a pixie pistol, okay? Yes, it scales off spell damage, works very well with SpellShot and double knot. I'll get into that in a minute. So yes, we are running the pixie pistol, chilling fear not the champion. But it's okay because I got some other weapons for you guys. This build works really well with the sword explosion. It do have its eyes. It does an absolute bucket ton of damage. The only bad thing about this sword explosion is it consumes 3 ammo per shot. I feel like a consume 2 ammo per shot is really good. I feel like it's really it just feels better. It just flows better. I don't know why. Maybe I'm biased, but yeah, if you can get this with consuming 2 ammo per shot, it's definitely a lot better. So yeah, that is the sword explosion, guys. Obviously, I'm using the Nightshade as well. The Nightshade is so effing good. It is so strong. I would obviously ideally like to get it in Chaotic or Volatile. As you guys know, you probably know, it is very hard to get in Chaotic or Volatile. So I'm trying, but for now, this is the best thing I've got. The passives aren't too bad. We got crit hit damage, fire rate's really good. Anything to boost fire rate when you're using the Nightshade, you're just going to have a good time. Obviously, we got the Iridescent Twisted Delusioner. This is going to soak enemies, really good for bosses. If you see a boss, pull this thing out. We're not really using any melee weapons, guys, so you can really take whatever you want in this spot. The only reason I'm taking the peg leg is because I've got a good enchant on it, which is on spellcast, increase gun damage. And as you guys know, your melee, your shield, and your spells are enchants are the ones that are active all the time. And then whatever gun you have currently out is the other enchant that is working. So something to keep in mind. Then obviously shield, we are using the Curse Whip whenever a ward is depleted. We're going to get 100% increased damage dealt to nearby enemies. And of course, if you know SpellShot, we're running Glass Cannon, boy. Your boy's a bit fragile out here, but we're doing 100% more damage. And you also get a 30% spell increase with taking Glass Cannon as well. So you're doing 130% increased damage. It is just nuts. Obviously, we'll go into the class mod. Class mod is a really good class mod. The only thing better would be to have double knot, and that apparently, to my knowledge, you can only get it when SpellShot is primary on the class mod and Stabbo is secondary. So I'm running SpellShot Berserker. This is just a little bit better. Again, any bonuses to double knot, you're just going to do so much more damage. So yeah, we are taking a +1 into high thread count and +4 into just warming up, which gives us increased fire rate, which is super duper nice. Works really well with the Nightshade and just like the Queen's Cry and all that kind of stuff, which is another really good weapon for this build. Again, no real necklace that works well with this build, I don't think so. So I'm just taking frost damage. Ideally, I would like SpellShot, like frost damage and SpellShot, but we've got Berserker, we've got 30% to all damage dealt, which is just super duper nice. Plus we get Escape, and we can shoot him and we can get back up. The spells that we are running obviously have an Ice Frost Buffmeister to boost all of the ice damage that we are doing, whether it's with the pixies, whether it's with the sword explosion, whether it's with the Nightshade, whether it's with our spells. Yeah, the Buffmeister, I don't know, you can take 2 spells. I've seen people run with 2 spells. I just like using the Buffmeister because we do have Zap and Bonk on it, so we get the increased movement speed and stuff. And then the other spell that we're taking, because we're running Ambihextrous, is the triple Ice Spike. Look at that damage. This is such a good spell. It just absolutely melts everything, absolutely melts bosses. Got 2 spell charges on it. It's the one where you simple fire and cast and it fires in the quick succession. We do have negative to 20% spell critical chance. Doesn't matter. We're rocking so much better spell critical hit chance. It's not funny. We do have plus 50% to spell critical damage, which is super duper nice. Other than that, it's just the standard stuff. The rings that we are taking is spell damage. We do have a lot of buffs to spell critical hit chance and spell critical hit damage, hence why I'm just taking these. They could obviously be better. The mood ring has now been nerfed, So no more mood rings. There's definitely rings that are way better now, especially if you can get this in Primordial. It's going to have like 22.7. That kind of outclasses some of just the legendary chaotic stuff. Maybe not too much of the legendary volatile stuff, but still, do not sleep on your purple rings. They are pretty good now. So yeah, we are just rocking spell damage while quick going is currently low with ammo effects are increased. Probably not even getting that effect bonus at all. Doesn't matter. I'm just taking it for the spell damage and the super duper nice passives that we are getting with this one. Now let's move over to the skills. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of SpellShot builds. Well, if you haven't, this is what we're rocking. This is what we're running. This is the tree. I'm just going to go over it really quickly. We do have Spell Sniper maxing it out, giving us a lot of spell critical hit chance. We got magic bullets, portion of the increase the Fate Makers receives to spell damage, which is obviously really nice. We're going to get 45% spell damage straight to our gun damage. Now we're also getting reload speed, which is super duper nice because we're going to get more spell weaving stacks quickly, which is kind of like how you want to play a SpellShot build. You want to keep building up those spell weaving stacks. You're going to be doing a lot more spell damage because we can get up to 11 stacked and we get 10% spell damage per stack. So we've got 110% increased spell damage when we're rocking max stacks of spell weaving. So super duper nice. We're only taking one and just warming up just to get us down the tree. Same with glass cannon. Obviously you need glass cannon. Do not spec into mage armor because you will recharge your ward. We want to have no shield at all and you just clap everything in your path. It's insane. We also are putting 1 point into high thread count. We do have an extra point from our class mod, which is very handy. So now we get +6 on top of the 5 spell weaving stacks you just have normally on SpellShot. So now we are rocking 11 spell weaving stacks, 110% extra spell damage. Awesome. So we have imbued weapon here. Whenever we cast a spell, our guns deal bonus damage of that spell's element for a duration. This effect can stack for each spell equipped. So our guns are getting 20% bonus gun damage just because we're running Ambihextrous. Really awesome. Then we got double knot. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with how double knot works. Obviously, PUGLY has a fantastic video on explaining how this works, and Stone Swan was the guy that figured it out, so credit where credit is due. I'll leave a link to PUGLY's video where he explains double knot. He does a fantastic job. I recommend you go check it out if you guys do want to know how double knot actually works. And then we're obviously taking 1 slot, 1 kill because, you know, when we get increased gun damage per stack of spell weaving, and we're rocking a lot of spell weaving stacks, so there's a lot of gun damage, extra gun damage. And we are taking Capstone, Sever the Thread, gun critical hits have a chance to instantly reset all our spell cooldowns, which is nice because then we get Buffmeister a little bit, we can get Buffmeister back a little bit quicker. And if we're burning through spells, you know, just pull your gun out, start shooting enemy, score, get critical hits, and you're going to instantly recharge your spell cooldown anyway. So it's just a nice niche thing to have. And then obviously the Brr-Zerker tree, we're maxing out Ancestral Frost because we're going for a Frost build, because Frost is just so goddamn broken in this game. It always has been in, like it was in Borderlands 3, and it is again in Wonderlands. So we are increasing the Frost damage by 20%. And obviously Icebreaker, whenever we're freezing the enemies, we're going to be doing more damage to them now, up to 30% to frozen enemies. Now, this is just really good for mobbing. Again, we can kind of freeze the boss. We can't freeze him solid, but we can still apply we can still apply that like slowed frozen effect to the bosses. So you do get a bit of damage increase from this. It is super nice, but for mob, you blitz through them because we are taking Cold Snap, which means we're getting more frost efficiency. You can freeze those adds quicker, absolutely nuke them because you're going to be doing more damage. And then as you get closer to them, we are taking maxed out the old ways. Now as you get closer, we're going to be dealing 30% increased damage. The more we close the gap on the target that we have, or just any enemy in general. And then we obviously get a bit of damage reduction, which is just nice in general, because this build doesn't have the best survivability, but you're just nuking enemies that quick. You don't really notice it. You really don't. You do go down sometimes, but with unarmored defense, increasing our maximum health, and it reserves our ward at a certain point, which is just better for us to lose our shield, so we can be doing that 100% more damage quicker. And then obviously we are going to take 1 point to Relentless Rage. It is just nice when you go down, you can pull out like the Nightshade, and you're not going to lose that Save Your Soul timer, and you're going to kill the enemy fairly quick anyway, so you're going to get back up. Just helps you stay in save your soul for longer, and, you know, helps you get out of save your soul. And then the best thing about Relentless Rage, it's just nice to have, is that when you come out of save your soul, you are now in rage. Now, we don't have an action skill, so we have no other way to become enraged. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise when you go down, because you come up and then now you're just going to get that doubled you're going to get double frost efficiency, and you're going to get double movement speed. Now the movement speed you definitely notice. You just go zooming, especially if you just pop a Buffmeister as well. So that is basically the skills. Here are the hero stats, guys. So we are taking maxed out strength, maxed out dexterity, because we want as much crit hit damage we can get, and as much crit hit chance as we can get, because that's how double knot works. Whenever a spell critical hits, it does this crazy damage formula. Again, go check out Pugly's video. He explains it very, very well. And that's why the Pixie Gun and like the Queen's Cry and stuff works so well on this build, is because they actually scale off spell damage. So that just works really well with double knot, and it is insane. You get a lot of double dipping effects happening. And then we obviously just put a few extra points in the Constitution, because we don't have much survivability, so any extra bit of health that we can get, it's just going to be awesome. And that is basically the build, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, go down and like the video. Go do it, you know. Leave a thumb up to let me know you are enjoying this content. But if you do have any question, guys, do not be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section. I will try and answer all of your comments. I usually do anyway. And thank you so much for all the support on the other build video, guys. It really, really means a lot, and I can't thank you guys enough. But I think that's enough of me rambling. And that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the build. Take care. Look after yourself. Peace out.